Hey everyone, Shemim here, and welcome back to another episode of our Newcastle United Career Mode here on Foot Manager 2019. Right, we are looking pretty strong now. We've got 3 big matches for you here today. We've got the second leg of the Premier Cup against Aston Villa. Of course, we're leading 1-0 in aggregate on that one. Ipswich in the British Cup, and then the Bright Stars Championship against AFC Wimbledon. Since the last time I saw you, we did beat Watford 2-1 after coming from 1-0 down. It was a good game for us. We're going to be looking good, and I have gone a bit over the top, as I said I was going to. Look at all these players I've managed to get locked up that are going to be joining in the summer. There's some big ones here. I mean, this guy here, £24 million for this 18-year-old German striker. It's going to be a good player, I think. We've got a lot of big players in here, and we've made enough for another one here from a Moldovan player I managed to find. Anyway, without further ado, let's get straight into the Aston Villa game. Right, here is the team we are going for. So we have got Nemec in goal. We have got Antonio Luiz at right back, or left back, should I say. The middle, we go with Arhan Versteeg, playing alongside Marco Costa. At right back, we have Tom Coates. The 2 centre mids are Antonio Lazzarini, alongside Mario Reyes, who actually came off the bench and scored instantly in his previous game. We go with Jose Miguel Busquets at the left. João Ribeiro in the centre. Lee Thomas up the right. And then the striker today is Brian Santana. What a man. What a man, what a myth, what a legend. Right. We're going to passionately say that we expect to be winning this without any problems whatsoever. And let's get ourselves kicked off in this game. Play, that's what I want to do. Right then, we are ready. Oh, God, almost breaking through there straight away, Aston Villa. That's not a great start. I mean, we do have the 1 goal advantage from the first leg, so we can just hold on to that, hopefully. So yeah, I managed to... But majority of the players we're bringing in the summer are youngsters. Like I said, we have gone past the point now where African and Belarusian players are spawned, and Moldova by the looks of it as well. So that's a pretty good start. We've got a few of those. But I've got a couple of really good young players lined up as well. So that'll be pretty interesting to see those as well. They're going to definitely contribute to the first team squad, and I think after playing through this now for a few weeks, I definitely have identified some players that I may have been wrong in buying in the summer, so we'll have to look at moving those players on. And I'm still debating about getting another goalkeeper, to be honest. I mean, Nemec looks good and we are doing okay, but I just feel like maybe that's an area we could improve upon. I must admit, I just went for a cheap goalkeeper because I wanted the... After I'd spent the nearly 80 million on Brian Santana, I wanted to go a bit cheaper in the goalkeeper just to be able to just continue to afford the rest of the players I was going to buy. I really went more for my outfield players than anything else, didn't I, really? As it probably is obvious. Lazzarini, cross comes out to Reyes, ball into the middle, it's cleared. And the pressure's on here, but we're just not able to get the goal, are we, at this point in time? But that's not... As long as we keep a clean sheet, we'll go through. That's the main thing in this game. And if they're going to keep doing stuff like that, we should be in a great position. Alright, let's make the changes. I don't know what that is. Okay, Busquets to ease off tackles because of his yellow card. There we go. Half-time at 0-0. I'll take that. But I will say calmly that I'm not happy with the performance. Should hopefully spark a few players into life. It's Costa. Alright, we should be looking to make substitutions here, I think. Right, let's... I'm going to bring off Busquets. I'm going to bring on Nieto. I'm going to bring on Nicholas Jones in place of Reyes, the Welshman, who I think is actually our vice-captain. It's good to get him on the pitch. And then we're also going to demand more Right, we should be doing okay here. We can say a 0-0 draw is fine for us here, but if they equalise, we should be in trouble. Here's Jones on the ball, Verstig. Antonio Luiz. Nice little ball looking for Thomas. The defender's completely missed it. Thomas has got some space. Thomas has ball into the middle. Santana! It's over the top. Oh. That was close there for a second. Very close. Stevens. Ball into the middle. Oh, it's a good save by Nemec. Come on, guys. Look, we might have just pulled this off, you know. So 0-0 draw, it's not good enough, is it really? But it'll do. And we're through. Okay, it wasn't the best game in the world, but we're through. That's the main thing. We got away with it today. It was a poor result. Let's tell them that. And they seem to work anyway, so that's the main thing. Right, let's get straight into the game against Ipswich in the British Cup third round. And here we are then for the Ipswich game. Now we're going for a pretty strong team still, but we've rotated quite a bit. So we've gone with Steve Corbett in goal. Up the left, we're going to go with Gary Clayton. In the middle, we have got Josh Cleverley, who's staying alongside Pat Williams, who's back in again. He's had a few games this season of Pat Williams now. Right back, we bring in Magnus Helgesson. The two centre mids then are Nicholas Jones alongside Mario Reyes. And then the front four are going to be John Darch up the left. We have got Jose Miguel Busquets in the middle. We have got Joe Williams at the right. And then our striker is going to be Richard Daniel, who I'm not too sure if we're going to keep or not, to be honest. How much did we pay for him? Oh, God. We paid 11 million. I might let him go in January, to be honest, because this new German lad's going to be really, really good. So I might let him go. Of course, the only problem is we're not going to have an English striker for the All-English Cup. That's the only problem. But I don't really want to keep him around solely for that reason. So I'm not quite sure what to do. So this is the British Cup. So basically it contains all the teams in the Premiership, Division 1A, Division 1B, Scottish Premiership, Welsh Premiership, Irish Premiership and Northern Irish Premiership. And I am going to acknowledge the fact that Ipswich Town have got a midfielder called Pooh. Rodrigo Pooh. He's a crap player. Oh, I'm so immature. Really am, aren't I? But there you go. It is what it is. Right, Clayton running forward the ball. Blocked off. Busquets now with Reyes. I'm still recording, aren't I? Yep, good. Thought I'd better check that because I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Jones back to Clayton again. Clayton forward to Darch. Here's Busquets. Into Daniel. So basically Daniel needs to impress me really because I'm on the verge of saying I don't really need you anymore. So he does need to impress me, show me what he can offer because I feel like we might dump him off in January. Just because there's just other players that we can use that might be better in that position. I mean, using this young German lad, the 18-year-old, I think is going to be a strong player we can use. Like I said, the only problem is we're not going to have any English strikers, so we might have to just dig into the academy for an English striker. It means we're not going to be so strong in the Bright Stars, the All-English Cup. But I feel like for me, the Bright Stars Championship is where we really want to be pushing ourselves. And the British Cup here is a good way of making some money as well. So it looks like we're 0-0 at half-time, which is quite disappointing. We've had 3 shots, 2 on target with dominated possession, though. But we need more than this, don't we, really? So I'm going to say we're not happy with your performance. Hopefully motivate them to come back out and get a goal. Oh, God. I got the hiccups. Great. Always great to get hiccups mid-video, isn't it? Right, come on, guys. Push forward, push forward, push forward. What have you got for me? Nothing for the whole... No highlights or anything. Okay. So Brian Santana comes on. Lazzarini comes on in place of Darch, and then we're going to switch to Rama Busquets. And I think Coelho in place of Joe Williams. Let's do them some changes, see if that sparks some life into the attack. Should do. I'm going to demand more. But we do have an attack come off forward now. Reyes to Lazzarini. Across to Jones. Back to Lazzarini, of course. We don't need to rest any of these players because we've got Bright Stars. Or have we? I think the schedule might have changed because we had another international break popped up. So we might actually have a change in schedule from the Bright Stars Championship. We'll have to have a look at that in a moment. Lazzarini back to Reyes. Back to Cleverley. Lazzarini again. Out wide to Clayton. Cuts back into Jones. Come on, guys. Break them down. I know they're probably playing ultra defensive Ipswich here so they don't get broken down too easily. We should be able to do this, though. Cleverly. Big ball over the top. Coelho heads to Santana. Finding Busquets. Takes a shot, and it's Jose Miguel Busquets with his first ever goal for the club, who slams it into the back of the net. And Busquets is another man that I may allow to leave at the end of the season. Because we've got another young Spaniard coming, an 18-year-old Spaniard from Dortmund who looks fantastic. So I might actually let Busquets go to allow this young Spaniard to get more football. And we've got Nieto as well. So I feel like Busquets is actually holding up a space that one of the younger players should be using. But we are in the lead. That's the main thing. They've got a couple of injuries knocking around. One player's already gone off. Oldham's playing on injured. There's only 10 minutes remaining. There is another highlight though. Let's hope there's not an equaliser for Ipswich here because that'd be embarrassing. If we can get the ball back and get on the break, that'd be perfect. But it looks like we're not going to. It looks like it is going to be their attack unless we can steal it. Come on, guys. Get that ball back. There we go. Clayton. Busquets. Jones. Forward finding Santana. Lazzarini. Back to Reyes. Oh, good tackle. Really good tackle there by Jones. And all of a sudden, Ipswich are back on the ball. There's not much else we can change personnel-wise now because we've used all three of our substitutes. If it goes to extra time, we do get one more substitute. Jones is in. Come on, no. Oh, Corbett, what was that save? Or lack of, shall I say? That was pretty poor by Corbett. I mean, pretty poor by Corbett. I mean, it's a great ball over the top and Jones is just there, but Corbett gets a hand on it and just palms it into the corner. I'm like, what are you supposed to do in that situation when you've got players like that? And again, we can't really get rid of Corbett because we do need an English goalkeeper for the All-English Cup, so we do have to keep him as a second choice, but I don't quite know what to do. There is another highlight here. We could still steal the victory before the end of the game. I'd rather not go to extra time because it's just extra minutes that we don't really need to play because there's so many minutes in this season as it is. Coelho on the ball now. Back to Lazzarini. Finding Reyes. Finding Coelho again. Back to Lazzarini. Finds the ball out wide to Clayton, who's in tons of space. Cuts it back to Jones. Back to Clayton. There's the cross. It goes far post. Coelho! Nuno Coelho with the goal that makes it 2-1 to Newcastle United. Oh, thank God for that. That might just be enough. It should be enough, hopefully, to see us with a victory. A good cross here by Clayton. Fantastic cross, actually curled right in the danger area, and Coelho got there at the far post. I'm assuming the centre-backs just knew it was just too risky to try and kick that ball because it would have gone into their own net. And there we go, 2-1 to Newcastle United here at home to Ipswich, and that's going to be enough to put us through to the next round of the British Cup, which again is going to be a nice wedge of dough in the bank for us. And Reyes nicks the ball there, great tackle, and there we go, 2-1 victory. Busquets gets the man of the match, and I've said Busquets, Daniel, Darch as well as another player that we might consider selling on. I don't know. Maybe loan a few players out. It'd be interesting to see what happens. But let's have a look at the schedule. What game have we got next then? We still have AFC Wimbledon. It's just going to be, wow, it's a couple of weeks away. Right, I'm going to click my fingers. For me, it's going to be a long time. For you, it's going to be just seconds. Finally, I'm here. Obviously, for you, it was a split second. For me, that's taken about half an hour to get to this point. Lots of international breaks, lots of international stuff going on. Right. It was worth waiting, though, because we do now actually have a proper squad for the Bright Stars Championship, which is nice. In goal, then, we have got making his debut, Andrei Bogdanov, a young Russian goalkeeper we brought from FC Ufa. At left back, we're going then with Gary Clayton. We are a quite strong team in this one, I think. Alongside Arhan Versteeg. Alongside Pune City ex Pat Williams. I'm surprised how much football Pat's getting this season, to be honest with you. Up right back is Magnus Helgesson. The two centre mids then are going to be Mark Dos Santos alongside Patrick van der Ven. And then our free attacking midfielder is going to be Joe Williams up the left. Gabriel Nieto at the centre spot. His stats have been going down constantly at the beginning of the season. I'm worried about this lad, I must be. I'm worried about why he's doing what he's doing, to be honest. At the right, we've got John Darch, whose stats are also going down. I'm not quite sure what's going on. And then we've got Christian Manzi, whose stats are going up, thankfully. I think if a few of these players continue doing what they're doing, we're going to have a bit of a clear out already. I mean, we've only just started, but there's a few players that just don't seem to be doing as well as we hoped progression-wise. If they're not going to progress, they're just not going to be good enough. Obviously, we got them because we wanted to get a lot of youth players of high potential and sort of develop them. It was a lot cheaper to do that. We did buy a couple of big players in as well, like Santana and people like that. But, yeah, I'm hoping that some of these players can start to pull their finger out because we want to see them get good, not poor the way they are. Right, Fogg out wide to Murphy. Oh my god, they've scored already. Oh my god, AFC Women have scored. This is why it was important to play a stronger team here today. I mean, we could have gone a little bit stronger, don't get me wrong, but I dropped players, well, not dropped as such, but I decided not to play players like Coelho, because Coelho's 18, he could play today, but I decided against playing him because I felt like I wanted to rest him for the league game coming up in a few days' time, but yeah, it's disappointing, isn't it? Disappointing start to the game. We need to pull our finger out now. Let's go positive. Dos Santos, here's Versteeg. Back to Dos Santos. Takes a shot. Oh, it hits the bar. Still going for it then. Got to give him it. He's still going for it. Alright, come on, guys. Let's demand more. We should be winning this easily, man. Our team is so much stronger. Alright, it's a goal kick for them. Comes all the way to Versteeg, heads it forward. He just gives the ball straight away to Fogg. Puts the pressure back on us. Come on. Get that ball back right. We got it. Helgesson. Here's Williams. Van der Ven. Nieto. It's the man I'm expecting to see more from. It's a good ball out wide to Williams. It's a deep one. It's Manzi. Oh, it's over the bar. Bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Come on. Can't lose this. This is the one competition I'm confident we can win. And if we get knocked out at AFC Wimbledon, not even a Premiership club, I'm not going to be happy at all. It looks like it's going to be half time. It looks like I'm going to have to make a couple of changes, aren't I, at some point? Indeed. Say assertively, where's the passion? Do you even want to win? It's not worked as well as I hoped. I thought it was going to really throw a spanner in the works, but I'm going to give it another 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to make some wholesale changes. Right. Corner kick to be taken by Nieto. Come on. Get in. Darch heads it into the back of the net. It's 1-1. Oh, thank God for that. Ugh. Too stressful, this one, for me. It was Nieto's ball in. It was Darch who headed it into the back of the net, and there we go. Right, 1-1. Come on, guys. We need to get a second one now. Darch is lucky. I was about to take him off as well. Right, let's go to tactics. What are we going to do here to change things up? We're going to move Nieto to the striker position and put him as a triquarista. We're going to bring on Coelho just behind. Make him an advanced supportive playmaker. Actually, that was wrong, wasn't it? Let's put him over there in place of Williams. Make him an inside forward, and then we'll bring on Lazzarini. I was hoping not to have to bring on Lazzarini, but there just to give us the extra power moving forward. Right, that's two very strong substitutes on the pitch now then. come on, lads. Is there anyone else on the bench we can bring on to change things up? Degrossi. You know, João Ferreira's not a bad shout, but I've already brought on my subs now at that winger spots, haven't I? I still might bring on João Ferreira in a minute, actually. He's the young 16-year-old we got from Cape Verde, who's looking pretty good, but... No, I guess say calmly. I'm not happy with performance. It has fired everyone up. Okay, that's good. Do we want to make the change now of taking off Darch, who is pretty tired, actually? Let's bring on Ferreira in place of Darch. João Ferreira is our young player from the Cape Verde Islands. Looking pretty good, 17 years old, 2 caps now for Cape Verde as well. So pretty happy with how this lad's progressing. And it'd be interesting to see if he has some good time on the pitch here today as well. I mean, Darch had scored, but he was down, he was unfit, so this is a good chance for us. We've had 20 shots, we've had 60% possession, we've had 6 on target, which is not good. But we need to just pull this one out of the bag now. I can't trust it going to penalties. Lazarini's corner, it's deep. Oh my god, he's gone down for a penalty. Oh my god. Dos Santos is going to take it. Dos Santos has had 2 penalties already in this competition and scored them both. So it'd be good to see if he can pull this one out the bag as well. Come on, Dos Santos. Yes, get in. Whew, with 10 minutes remaining. 20 minutes remaining. Dos Santos gets the goal, puts us ahead. We've come from behind. That's his 3rd penalty scored of the season. He's got good penalty ability, this lad, hasn't he? I don't think it'd be too long before Dos Santos is fighting for a first team place, to be honest. Is Clayton. Nice, big clearance to Helgason. Forward to Ferreira, the young Cape Verde winger. Oh my god, Ferreira. Oh my god, Ferreira. Oh, with this dribble you are spoiling us. Ferreira Rocher. Dos Santos. Back to Ferreira. Cuts it back to Lazzarini. Just wide. Just wide. Lazzarini's been injured, okay. Okay, we're going to take Lazzarini off and we're going to bring Costa. We're just going to bring an extra centre-back on now just to hold this result. We don't want to concede, do we? Nieto's ball. It's Ferreira. He's done it. João Ferreira on his debut. The young Cape Verdean winger making his first appearance for the senior team. Heads the ball into the back of the net. I'm glad. I was hoping this guy was going to do well, you know. I was hoping he was going to be a next big thing. And from the Cape Verde Islands as well. He's doing so well. I'm so happy for him. So happy for him. And that's Nieto's 2nd assist of the game. That's half time and extra time. And we've still got another 15 minutes remaining. But we do have a 2-goal cushion now to help us. So we just need to just see this game out now then, don't we? So let's just go cautious. And we can just hold on now and make our way through to the next round of the Bright Stars Trophy. Like I said, this is the one that I feel like we've got the best chance of winning. Van der Ven's ball in. Ooh, keeper caught it, but that should be the end now. Keeper kicks out. There goes the full-time whistle, and we are through to the next round of the Bright Stars Trophy. It's been hard, hasn't it? It has been a tricky one to do what we did, to have to go through extra time, but we've qualified. That's the main thing. Right. Right. Oh, that's a bit weird. Why is he joining there? I think some of these players join when they have their 18th birthday. It doesn't matter what time. I would have thought it happens the next window after it, but I think it's on their 18th birthday by the looks of it. Either way, I'm not going to complain. It's another new player. I think... Oh, I'm a gloss. I've signed that many players. I think he's a young CDM, I think, from Cameroon. I'll have to double check. But there we go. Right, let's have a look at the schedule. When are we going to come back? This is tricky, this one, isn't it? I feel like I might try and get some time under my belt here, you know, and play all of these games up until this Sheffield United game in the British Cup. Although things will probably change when things happen. So I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna go for it and see what happens. I'm gonna keep playing forward, see how far I can get. We'll come back for these cup games, I think. Should be able to beat West Brom in the FA Cup, and then we'll come back for these games. Chelsea in the Premier Cup is going to be complicated. Bright Stars Championship against Everton is going to be difficult as well, and then Sheffield United. Okay, well I think if it all goes well, I'll come back for the 2 Chelsea games and the Everton game. I think that's the best time to come back, and it'll give us a bit of chance to get some Premiership games under our belt and see how we're getting on. So if you've enjoyed this one, please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you much for watching, and I'll see you soon for some more of the Newcastle United career mode. Bye.